Lesson 1-3, solving linear equations. This is Algebra 1 review. You're going to love it. Properties of equality. These properties right here make it so that we are able to solve equations. These are the rules that we follow. We've got addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Basically, as long as you do whatever you do to one side of the equation, you do the same thing to the other side, you're good to go. Okay. Let's solve a couple of problems. Here we have -3/5 x plus 1 equals 4. Okay, you're going to work the order of operations in reverse. So that means you're going to do any addition and subtraction first, then you're going to multiply or divide. Okay, so here we're adding a 1, so we need to subtract it. -3/5 x equals 3. And then we can either multiply by 5 and then divide by -3, or in one step, multiply by the reciprocal of -5/3. Okay, here these guys cancel, the 3's cancel, we're left with x equals -5. To check your answers, you plug it back in and you see if it works. -3/5 times -5 plus 1 equals 4. Well, let's see, the negatives will cancel, the 5's will cancel, 3 plus 1 equals 4. Check. This may seem simple and redundant in the beginning, but later on you're going to need to use this and do it often. Next equation. Here we have x's on either side of the equal sign and constants also. So what we need to do is get all your x's on one side, all your variables on the other. Does not matter which way you go. Okay, if you want to add 2x, you can add 2x and then add 7. You can solve it that way. Most of us like to keep the variable on the left. Does it matter? Does not matter. Okay. I'm going to keep the variable on the left, so I'm going to subtract 2x, subtract 2x, subtract 9, subtract 9. These guys cancel, these guys cancel. We've got -4x. Now don't make the mistake and say that's 0, because that is not. Equals -16, divide by -4, x equals 4. Check, plug it into the original. -2 times 4 plus 9, does that equal 2 times 4 minus 7? Okay, -8 plus 9, does that equal 8 minus 7? We've got 1 and 1. Check. Okay, here is a word problem. And this one talks about a salesperson who has a base salary of $22,000 a year. He gets a 4% commission. Okay, what must he sell, or what must be sold for the income to be $60,000? We are going to write the equation and solve it. So to start with writing the equation, the income, okay, so his income, you can write it in words at first, sometimes it helps to visualize it, is going to equal the base salary plus the 4% of sales. Okay, that's the commission, the 4%. So here we can plug in the information that we know. We can say, okay, income, we want the income to be $60,000. We know the base is $22,000 plus 4%. Now when we're dealing with that, with calculating, we have to move the decimal or divide it by 100. And then commission. Sales, we don't know what that is, so we're going to call it S. You want to call it X, you can call it X. You want to call it Z, I don't care. You call it whatever you want. Now solve. Subtract the 22,000. That's going to be 38,000 equals 0.4 times, or 0.04 times S divided by 0.04. So the sales must equal 38,000 divided by 0.04, $950,000. My guess is it's a realtor selling houses. Okay. Any other kind of commission for them to make that much in sales, that'd be kind of difficult. Well, maybe a year. Could be a car. All right. Another solving problem. We like solving equations. Here, it's slightly different because we have to use the distributive property here and here. Then we have to simplify by combining like terms. So let's go. All right. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8x. Negative 4 times 5 is negative 20. You could say plus negative or just minus, either way. 2 times negative x is negative 2x. 2 times negative 9 is negative 18. Okay. We must combine our like terms over here before we do anything. So let's just rewrite this side. Negative 2 and negative 4 is negative 6x minus 18. Now let's move things around. Variables on one side, constants on the other. Going to add 6x. Going to add 20. Negative 2x equals 2. Divide by negative 2. X equals negative 1. Okay. I'm running out of space, but I always say check your answers. When you check your answers, if it doesn't work, then you must have done something wrong. Later on we'll talk about it. If it doesn't work, maybe you didn't do anything wrong. Okay, another problem. This one's a work problem. Okay, let's say you can mow your lawn in 45 minutes. Your brother can mow your lawn in 30 minutes. How long will it take the two of you to mow the lawn working together, provided that you each have your own lawnmower? How long will it take you both to mow the one lawn? Okay. This one's kind of a different problem. We've got one job to do, so one lawn. Okay. You can mow the lawn in 45 minutes. Your brother can mow the lawn in 30 minutes. How long will it take you both working together? Okay. This one's a hard problem to figure out, to set up on your own. We'll just have to practice them in class. Okay. Now, how do we solve this? People don't like fractions, so what do you do to get rid of a fraction? You multiply by the least common denominator. You're going to multiply everything by that. The least common denominator is 90. Well, 45 goes into 90 2 times, so that's going to leave us with 2x, plus 30 goes into 90 3 times, so that's going to be 3x, equals 90. Add them, 5x equals 90, divide, x equals 18. So if you and your brother work together, it will take you 18 minutes to mow that lawn. Alright, most of the problems that go with this section are strictly solving. I would like you to get up to at least number 50 before you come to class on Thursday, because that way we can focus on the rest of the problems, which are the word problems and the much more difficult ones. We can do those in class.